Yo, what up? This your boy Don, and I'm gonna get straight to the transits. Um, I don't want to put too much focus energy on a future transit, so I advise everybody to just go with the flow. And so yeah, Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, but I'm gonna talk about Neptune first. So Neptune is a subconscious mind. The way we see imaginations, the abstract of reality, the creativity, the art, the music, just the flow, the watery, mystic flow of, it's like a fluid. So that fluid can take shape and form. It can be so imaginative, and you could create anything out of it. So that's what Neptune is. So it's like going with the flow, water, mutable type shit. So Neptune is the subconscious, and it's gonna be in Aries. So I forgot to say, Neptune also deals with the beliefs and the imaginations, and spirituality. So based on how you see imagination, the flow, the creativity of life, that's how your creation looks like. So when you have you have a lot of different types of creativities and imaginations when it comes to people with their mind. So as far as they can see, that's how far they will go. So that's their version of Neptune. People have different types of levels of Neptune, and growth and expansion, and just unlimited possibility type shit. So it's deep. So yeah, that would be basically your belief and your spirituality or religion type shit, as far as your awareness goes. So it's gonna be in Aries. So Aries is all about being in the self. It's gonna be passionate with the self. It's gonna be motivated with the self. It's gonna be aggressive with the self, because that's what the self is. It just pushes through. Like, it just gives birth to new things and pushes through. Is the first. It was like creating and developing itself. So it's pushing through like fire, vision, future type shit. It's cardinal, so yeah, it's pushing through and creating, initiating new possibilities and new ways on how to do things. So it's gonna be a Neptune. So Neptune, it's gonna be all about is imaginations and belief system and spirituality, based on people's limited awareness or whatever awareness they have. So when it comes to this alignment in the future, based on their belief, that's what they're gonna push for. With this, they're gonna be standing on business on their belief and their spirituality. So we're all gonna be on that same type of frequency within different levels of groups, and different types of divisions and groups. There might be people that only care about science or religion or whatever illusion that they're stuck in. So with Neptune and Aries, this is gonna make them stand on business, like be all about that with the self. Like, it's gonna be, that's their imagination, that's their creativity, based on their limitations of caring or not caring. So this should go deep. But however society is, like, with all these templates and indoctrination, or whatever, however deep their rooted in their mind when it comes to and being indoctrinated, as far as going as far as what their belief system is. If they think their religion is true, Aries is gonna push through with that. It's gonna be all about that. It's gonna be aggressive. It's gonna be, you know how Aries is. They're selfish, but not all of them are selfish. But so yeah, this will be the same thing that goes for science and many other biases type shit. And with Saturn here, Saturn is gonna take a minute to get into Aries. So Saturn is all about the boundaries, restrictions, and the limits and the obstacles. So the way we built reality, basically, on this evolution scale, as humans building roads, making technology, new breakthroughs, building trains, cars, the road, the medical industry, sports, the boundaries, restrictions, and limits within how we created it and made it this way so far. So that's what Saturn is. It's the boundaries, the limits, and the obstacles of how we made reality. It's its stability, the structure of it. So that's earthly like Capricorn type shit. So, and the innovation and the shit that happened already as Aquarius. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Saturn and Aries. So yeah, Saturn and Aries. Aries is gonna be all about the self, like I said. It's gonna push through. So with Saturn here, it's gonna have the desire is gonna be there, and the passions is gonna be there, and the aggression is gonna be there. You're gonna see it, you're gonna see the desires and the passions, but it's like you don't want to go through the obstacles. You just want to push through it, or you might not be able to do it because you just want to do it your own way, or do it in a different way. But it takes the discipline and the structure to make it as efficient as possible. You will still be able to do it in how it might present itself, but I'm not walking here. There's too much shit going on, noise, music, but yeah. With Aries here, it's all gonna be about the self, and you might not want to do that obstacle. You might want to go through the obstacles because Saturn falls here. So with Aries here, Aries is gonna want to push through without caring or not about the stability or whatever it's in front of it. It just wants to do it. So this might make a lot of people, quit their jobs, because this alignment will probably make them sell drugs, or start a business, or not care about stability. It wants to push through and do what it wants. Is how I'm looking at it. So we already see it. The effects of it right now. People just don't want to subscribe to the structure and the stability of how the system is created, the Saturn version of it. So they want to create their own. There's people are going to want to not work and find us other way how to do things. But when it comes to like business, making, creation, imagination type shit. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be chaotic. Not to fear, push fear, whatever. But yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say. Maybe I should just think about it more. But yeah, with Saturn here, it's gonna be. You don't want to be. You don't care about the practicality of it. You're gonna be straightforward and push through. You're gonna be all about the self. You're gonna be instinctual. It's gonna be by basically, looking towards the future type shit. So it's gonna be instinctual. So it's gonna be a time where, people are gonna want to do their own thing based on the creativity that they currently have right now, or whatever status that they have right now. So let's say there's a group of low-hanging fruit civilizations or people that only care that has only been subscribed to what the system got to offer when it comes to these jobs, and just the way it's ran. If these individuals don't have like some type of creativity, it might be hard for them to sustain that job or whatever stability there is that is represented by Saturn. So this could go with art and music too. If you're not willing to follow through the obstacles, you might fail with that. You might see the desires in it. You might be passionate, but to go through it might be an obstacle for you. It's the boundaries and the limitations. So yeah, like there's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna stumble upon obstacles, and they might succeed, they might not succeed. So based on how society is right now, it's gonna make things more chaotic. People gonna have a rude awakening. Us spiritual people, we're going ham with this shit every day. And shout out to you, Riel. But it's also gonna be like tough for us as well. But since we got the magic power, and we already know how the transits are, and we are already ahead of the game. So when it comes to bringing something new, and the system is outdated and crashing, and they don't even realize it, but something has to give and change. They think right now they see it as normal, but as soon as that change comes, let's see how it is. At some point things gotta change, no matter how long it goes. But yeah, eventually all those energies that we've been putting in is gonna show. It's gonna show. So with Neptune here in Aries, it's gonna make people push through with their creativity and imaginations, and not care about the boundaries and the structure of reality. When it comes to, people going for there's already people going for what they got going on, and and there's different levels to it. There's people who are just starting, people who are not as good, people who are learning, people who are good at it, and then there's people who got the magic power. It's gonna be easier for us because we are ahead of the game with the transits and expanding every day. but Aries is going to want to be insightful and bring something new and be creative. So with Saturn here, it might make a lot of people go through not be able to go through the obstacles, and they might crash or crash out as well, or both. So it's gonna be a time where it's gonna be like competitive and chaotic type shit, and who could do it better. All about the self, being an individual, and not only just that, but this could give birth to new careers and jobs, and it just depends on the individual if they're willing to put that discipline and Saturn type energy through that transit. But yeah, I guess that's it.